Before I walk through the build, let me set expectations clearly. This is not a smart home for tech enthusiasts. I did not run any custom code. I did not set up a home server. I did not spend weeks configuring integrations. Everything I'm about to show you works with consumer products that a non-technical person can set up in a weekend. The 3 goals I had: cut my energy bill, improve security without a monthly alarm company fee, and automate the repetitive stuff I do every day: lights, locks, morning routines, bedtime routines. So I stopped doing them manually. The $500 budget breakdown. Here is exactly what I bought and what I paid. Google Nest Learning. Thermostat, 130. This is the core of the energy management system. TP-Link. Kasa Smart Plugs, 4-pack, 28. Controls anything that plugs into the wall: lamps, fans, space heaters, entertainment systems. Amazon Echo Hub, 60. The central controller for all voice commands and automations. This is what ties everything together. Ring indoor security camera, $60. AI motion detection, person detection versus pet detection, package detection, all without a monthly fee for basic monitoring. Govee Smart LED strip lights, $22, ambient lighting tied to automations. TP-Link Kasa Smart Bulbs, 4-pack, $25, voice-controlled, schedule-ready lighting. Amazon Echo Dot, 2 units, $50. One for the bedroom, one for the kitchen. Eufy Smart Lock. Touch, $90, fingerprint and app control, no monthly fee, works with Alexa. Kasa Smart Power Strip, $35, controls entertainment center devices as a group. Total, $500 even. Setup Phase 1 Energy Management. The Nest thermostat is the most impactful single device in this build. Here's what makes it AI. Not just smart. After about a week of observing your schedule, it builds a temperature program around when you're actually home versus away when you wake up, when you go to sleep. It learns, and then it optimizes. Before the Nest, my HVAC was running on a fixed schedule I'd set 3 years ago that no longer matched my actual routine. It was heating the house to 72 degrees at 6 a.m. when I wasn't waking up until 7:30. It was cooling to 70 degrees at 5 p.m. when I wasn't getting home until 6:30. After 2 weeks of learning, the Nest adjusted the schedule automatically. It preconditions the house 30 minutes before I typically arrive and drops into an energy-saving mode the moment my phone's location shows I've left. That single behavioral change accounted for roughly 60% of my bill reduction. The Kasa Smart Plugs handle standby power, the electricity that devices draw even when you think they're off. The average American home wastes $200 a year in standby power. I set up automations that cut power to my entertainment center, my office equipment, and my kitchen appliances on a schedule. When I'm not home, they're off. Completely. Not standby. Off. Setup Phase 2. AI Security. The Ring camera's AI is genuinely impressive for a $60 device. It distinguishes between a person, a car, an animal, and a package. I get a notification when a person enters the camera's view, not when a squirrel runs through the yard. I set up a routine in the Alexa app. When the Ring camera detects a person at the front door between 11 p.m. and 6 a.m., it activates the Govee strip lights in the living room and turns on the porch light. The house looks occupied and active. From outside, it looks like someone got up and turned on lights. It's a deterrent that runs automatically at 1 a.m. while I'm asleep. The Eufy Smart Lock removed the last physical key I carried. Fingerprint entry takes less than a second. I created temporary access codes for guests that expire automatically. And the lock integrates with Alexa so I can lock it with my voice from anywhere in the house or check its status from my phone when I'm away. The automation I use most: good night. I say it once and the lock engages, the lights turn off, the thermostat drops to 68 and the camera's arm. What used to take me 10 minutes of walking around checking things takes 3 seconds. Setup Phase 3. Routine automation. This is where the time savings stack up over months. Morning routine. Alexa triggers at 7:00 a.m. Living room lights come on at 30% brightness, the thermostat rises to 70 degrees, and my coffee maker, plugged into a Kasa Smart Plug, powers on. By the time I'm out of bed, the house is warm and the coffee is ready. I change nothing about my morning, I just stop doing the manual version of it. Away routine. When my phone leaves the geofence I set around the house, a location automation triggers. Smart plugs cut power to non-essential devices. The thermostat shifts to eco mode, and the lock checks its status and locks if it was left unlocked. Bedtime routine. Beyond the good night command, I set up a gradual dimming routine starting at 9:30 p.m. The lights reduce by 10% every 15 minutes until 10:30 p.m., nudging my brain towards sleep without me having to remember to turn anything off. This sounds like convenience. Over a month, it is also measurable energy savings. Every device running on a schedule instead of human forgetfulness uses less power. The results after 30 days. Electric bill, $239, down from $347. That's a 31% reduction, or $108 saved in the first month. At that savings rate, the $500 system pays for itself in 4.6 months. Every month after that is pure savings. Security, 0 incidents. 1 false alarm from a raccoon that the Ring camera correctly classified as an animal, not a person, so I didn't even get a notification. Time saved. I'm genuinely not counting how many times a day I used to manually adjust the thermostat, turn off lights I left on, lock the door I wasn't sure I locked, or start my coffee maker. Those micro tasks are gone. What I would add next? A water leak sensor. About $20 from Govee, because a single leak caught early saves thousands in damage. A smart smoke and CO detector that integrates with Alexa, replacing the dumb detector that does nothing except beep. And eventually a solar integration with the Nest, which can optimize energy usage around time of use electricity pricing to further reduce bills. None of this requires a monthly subscription, none of it requires a technician, and none of it required more than a weekend to set up. The AI in these devices is not obvious. It doesn't talk to you. It doesn't announce itself. It just quietly learns your patterns and optimizes around them, which is exactly how the best automation should work. Links to everything I used are in the description. Total is right around $500, and in my case, the ROI timeline was under 5 months. If your energy bill is anything like mine was, yours will be similar. Subscribe. Next video, I'm covering which AI tools are worth paying for in 2026 versus the ones that just take your money.